not shopping.
Even this week, it's been wild. A lot of rain.
You know what we got left?
I see a bunch of people showing like 2 inches. I don't know how much we got, but
We've got to be so ahead this year. You want me to start a few seconds early? I can do it. Yeah, heck, let's do it. If we can call the Planning Commission, August 6th Planning Commission to order, could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Could we please have the roll call?
Scott Hansen,
here.
Ben Terrell,
Here.
Lisa Lewitsky, Ray Whitaker,
Here.
Ed Kemp,
Here.
Tim Catron,
Here.
Zachary Dillinger, Frank Holmes,
Here.
Brian Ross.
Here. Thank you. Have the proper notices been posted and sent?
They have.
Thank you. What are your wishes for the agenda this evening?
Support.
We have a motion support for the August 6th agenda. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. What are your wishes for the June 4th minutes?
Support.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Okay, motion carries. Next on the agenda is public comments. If anyone would like to speak on anything that's not on the agenda tonight, now is one of the times. Okay, seeing none, we'll move into public hearing for the conditional use permits and DCAs. When you are ready, if we could have the staff report for CU-8-24-4, please.
This is a request by Brian McNamara, Integrity Auto, Inc. for a conditional use permit to operate a used car sales and repair business per sections 1417 and 1419 of the zoning ordinance at 2294 Lansing Road, Section 4 of Eaton Township. The property is 1.15 acres in size. It is zoned general business C2. It is surrounded by industrial, general business, and limited agricultural. The land use is automotive sales and repair. Surrounding is a boat dock business, propane facility, and residential. The site use history for this property is automotive sales and repair. Surrounding is going to be boat dock business and propane facility with residential. The soils class is essential and non-essential. Lansing Road is a major road. The applicant requests a conditional use permit to allow for the continued operation of an existing used car and repair business. He states, "I purchase vehicles that need repair, fix them, and sell them. Business operation not changing, however, I have added a 40 by 36 addition onto the back of the building to store vehicles for security. I hired builders that told me I did not need a permit for the addition. Even with my fence, I have problems with people breaking in to steal parts from the vehicles. Through this process, I also found out that the east and west additions were constructed in 2006 without permits and approvals. I was not aware of the conditional use permit or process. I purchased the business in 2017. I am aware the building does not meet the setback to the west property line. The rear addition also does not meet the required setback. I have also applied for a variance for the non-conforming setback areas. Per the application, the hours of operation are Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The applicant states there are 1 to 2 employees on site during the hours of operation. The business is operating from an existing 36 by 65 post-frame building constructed in 1986. The applicant states, "I have started construction on the 40 by 36 rear addition. I stopped construction once I found out I needed permits and zoning approval. I am working to obtain the required drawings for this addition so I can apply for my building permit. I am aware I will need to apply for permits for the east and west addition, including electrical. I will take care of this when I apply for the permit for my present addition. There is an existing well and septic located on the property. Automotive fuels are taken to AutoZone. There is a dumpster located on the site. Trash is picked up by Republic. The applicant states there are typically 10 to 15 vehicles located on-site for sale. In addition, the applicant states he has vehicles located in the back fenced area waiting to be repaired prior to sale. Everything else is stored in the building. There is one existing drive to the site. It is paved and has curb and gutter. Anticipated traffic to the site is 10 customer vehicles per day. Parking is provided for 36 vehicles. The parking spaces are used as follows: 21 spaces for sales, all paved, 11 customer spaces, 4 paved, 4 not, 4 employee spaces paved. The parking area is lit. Supplies are brought to the site by light delivery trucks. The applicant states in 2004, the Planning Commission approved CU 3042 requested by Lindsay Hoxie for used car sales and repair. In 2004, the Board of Appeals approved BA 40919 request by Lindsay Hoxie for a reduction in the number of required customer parking spaces and surfacing of the parking spaces. The applicant states he was notified of a violation. Yes, Chris Garrison and Brandy Miller stopped by my property when the contractors were on site constructing my addition. I have been working with Brandy since May 29th to become compliant. The applicant states this request should be granted because I have made several improvements to the property and business. I take pride in how my business looks and is operated. The current addition is needed for the security of my inventory. Site plan review. The Drain Commissioner's comments. A soil erosion permit may be required if any ongoing disturbances meet the permitting requirements. Road Commission commented, I reviewed the above-mentioned CUP application and variance and find no impact to the Eaton County roads. I have no objection to the CUP or variance. Eaton County Conservation District commented, the Eaton County Conservation District Board of Directors have expressed no concerns about this application. Charlotte Fire Department commented, we have reviewed the proposed request for a variance located at 2294 Lansing Road in Charlotte, Michigan. The fire department has no issues with the variance request as outlined in the application. We have inspected the property and have no conflicts with the 5 foot and 9 foot setbacks. We have also reviewed the conditional use permit application to the continued use of this parcel for a used car lot. The fire department does not have any concerns with the application. Eaton Township commented, we as the Eaton Township Board approve this request. The notification was sent to 2 surrounding property owners by first-class mail. No written responses were received. Included in your staff report are Section 1417 New Used Boat Farm Implement Dealer and Section 1419 Motor Fuel Service Station. You will notice under general requirements for approval that we now have our new master plan definition for general business. So that is outlined within the staff report as well. Staff comments. In 2004, the Eaton County Planning Commission approved conditional use permit CU 3042 for Mr. Lindsay Hoxie to operate a commercial garage and vehicle sales business. Also in 2004, the Zoning Board of Appeals approved BA 40419, a request by Mr. Hoxie to have only 10 parking spaces and allow the parking spaces to remain gravel. The applicant has included a copy of CU 3042 and BA 40419 in his application. On May 29, 2024, Mr. Garrison and I witnessed active construction of the requested addition without permits. We spoke to the builder on site who stated he didn't think permits were needed. The builder was from out of state. I informed Mr. McNamara that a conditional use permit and variance that would be required to allow the business to operate. Mr. McNamara stated he purchased the business in 2017 and was not aware of the files. Mr. McNamara had submitted a variance application to be considered by the Zoning Board of Appeals on August 6, 2024 at 6 p.m. This is due to the location of the building and proposed under construction addition being too close to the side and rear property lines. The Board of Appeals did hear that application this evening and approved the request for the setback 5 feet from the side property line and 9 feet from the rear property line. Based on the inspection of the site, staff has determined the business is in compliance with zoning ordinance sections 14.17 and 1419. The parking areas are also in compliance with BA 40419. The last complaint received regarding the operation of this business was in 2012. The nature of the complaint was the location of the cars displayed for sale. Staff has reviewed the site plan against the standards listed in zoning ordinance section 8.4.3. Staff finds the site plan is complete as presented. The Planning Commission may wish to use sections 9.3.6, 14.17, and 14.19 included in the staff report to determine if the business meets ordinance requirements and what, if any, conditions may be required. That completes the staff report. Any questions?
Is the parking lot gonna be paved then? 'Cause there was approval for a gravel lot at one point, right?
It's not required to be paved.
Okay.
A significant portion of it is, but it's not required to be.
Oh, it just says dustless. Okay.
Any other questions for staff? Seeing none, if the applicant would like to come forward and add anything to that, if they would like. Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak in opposition to the application? Okay. We will anyone in favor of the application? I guess I didn't say that. If not, we'll close the public portion of the hearing and deliberate amongst the commissioners.
Seems like all in order. Do you want a motion?
Please.
Make a motion that we approve CU-8-24-4. Support?
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? No discussion. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Scott Hansen,
Yes.
Ben Terrell,
Yes.
Lisa Lutzke is right here, Ray Whitaker,
Yes.
Ed Kemp,
Yes.
Tim Catron,
Yes.
Frank Holmes,
Yes.
Brian Ross.
Yes.
Mr. McNamara, your conditional use permit has been approved. As soon as you receive your sealed drawings, get a hold of me and I'll have you come in and I'll assist you with obtaining the plan review that you need prior to getting your building permit. Okay? Thank you so much.
Okay, next on the agenda is farmland preservation applications. See, we have none on that. Other business, we have the 2025 meeting schedule.
Mr. Chair, if I may, the Board of Appeals did recommend to move the January meeting to the second Tuesday for the purpose that if they were to have a zoning Board of Appeals meeting, two of the members were not able to make that first Wednesday.
Okay, that was my first thing to talk about, that our meeting schedule is, our proposed meeting schedule is here. We just need to decide what we want to do with the first meeting in January. Is everyone okay having it on the 14th?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we will propose that. What about the July 1st? That's a Tuesday, so shouldn't have mess up the 4th for anyone. Everybody's okay with the date schedule? Do you want a motion on that, or is it good enough to have approval of it, or just verbally everybody's good?
If I could have a motion specifically approving the date in January, and then an all in favor. Please.
Okay. I move that we approve the application deadlines of public meetings of the Eaton County Planning Commission and the Board of Appeals as presented with the change that the January meeting be held on January 14th, 2025.
Support?
Did you have a question?
Question. Is that going to change the complete application by the November 22nd date by a week also?
It will, and I'll change that.
Motion support. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Okay, you got our schedule. Any other business?
No.
Reports.
I failed and did not include the Public Works and Planning report. We are steady. Things are going well with our online permitting system. There are some internal bugs that I myself am actively working on fixing. our contractors and homeowners seem to be pleased with the system. We don't charge homeowners to come in to utilize our systems to apply for permits. Instead, we welcome them to come in the system and walk them through it. So that seems to be going well. Our inspections are the number of inspections that our inspectors do are steadily increasing. I believe I have 43 open junk enforcements. I had two court hearings scheduled for tomorrow, but I was able to get orders approved by the property owners that were going to just be signed by the magistrate. So rather than going to court, I was able to get the property owner to agree to having a property cleaned up by November 30th without having to go in front of a judge. So that's positive. Zoning Ordinance Committee has been doing a lot of work in updating the zoning ordinance to make things, I think the best way to say it is easier for property owners when looking at uses of properties. The Planning Commission should hear a DCA by October regarding several items that the Zoning Ordinance Committee has been working on. The Board of Appeals approved the variance request this evening.
Anything else? Okay, any public comments? Okay, seeing none. Upcoming cases, there are no applications for September, so we will not meet till October.
Correct, I did accept an application today for the October meeting.
Okay. Nothing else. Our agenda is completed and we are adjourned. Brandy was looking at me.